Regularly, I'm asked, what's a security? And you know what? There's a very simple definition. Yeah, it's all of these things. But let me give you a little bit more clarity because let's be honest, there's not a lot of clarity there. Notes, stock, investment agreements, options. Oh my God, there's so much to it. But there's a very simple definition at the end of the day. It goes back to a court case that happened back in the 40s. It was called the Howey Test. And even today, it is the primary, but not the only test for what a security is. And no, we're not talking about the bouncers that are going to kick you out the club. We're talking about investments. So if you are pooling funds from multiple passive investors who are looking to make profits from your efforts or the efforts of others, you are selling a security. Now, that's not the only definition. At the end of the day, you can just kind of think of, is it a passive investment that somebody's trying to make some money with? Now, simple examples. You are managing an LLC, you bring in investors to your LLC, straightforward. The investors, they're not doing anything, they're not managing. Maybe they have some voting rights, maybe they don't. Doesn't really matter. They're there to make money. They're investing in securities. Now let's look at a few things that aren't securities and why they're not. A franchise, you go in to run and manage a business. You're not passive. It doesn't apply. Or you buy into a condo association and maybe it's set up as a nonprofit corporation. Are you investing into a security? Generally, no, because you're buying the condo to live in and enjoy the use of the investment. It may still be an investment property, but all investments aren't securities. But all securities are investments. Now, there was a more frequent case. It was against this group called Life Partners. And they do fractional life settlements. They take a entire piece of insurance and then chop it up into little places. They chop it up into little sections and then they sell it to investors. And SEC didn't like this. They took them to court. And you know what? The SEC lost because there was no efforts of others. The fact that Life Partners may have been paying the premiums, they weren't doing anything else. The only effort of others is the person that had the insurance on their life had to die. SEC lost. Then they bring a case again and they lose again. But finally, they took the case to a court in Texas, and the Texas court decided it's close enough. And there's a similarities test that has kicked in that if you have passive people that are investing into an investment, that they're looking for profits, the activity of others is not so important as long as they aren't enjoying the use of whatever that is. That's differentiating it from baseball cards, buying cars, or gold. There's no efforts of others. Maybe there's some use, but at the end of the day, it is an investment. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out. At Crowdfunding Lawyers, we deal with this stuff all the time. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to keep you safe. And if you don't know, you need to know. Reach out to us anytime.